Good afternoon. We have widespread rain and wind with a wind advisory across KELOLAND through tomorrow afternoon. For today, 55 Sioux Falls, 54 in Aberdeen, 50 in Pierre, and 44 with some snow in Rapid City. That rain sticks around for tonight, as well as that wind. 46 in Sioux Falls, 42 in Aberdeen and Pierre, and 34 in Rapid City. We'll take a look at the rest of your week and your weekend in just a little bit as we begin midday in KELOLAND.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, midday in KELOLAND.
A Sioux Falls man arrested in connection with a school bus crash yesterday. Plus,
Secretary of State Antony Blinken arrives in Israel. I'm Natalie Brand with his message of support, plus the latest developments on the ground.
good afternoon and thanks for having us in. A former Sioux Falls dance teacher and coach accused of soliciting a minor is now believed to have had at least 3 young victims. New court documents say 30-year-old Kevin Thongban has been indicted on 14 charges, including solicitation of a minor, sexual contact with a minor, and sexual exploitation of a minor. We first told you about the investigation last month. The original court documents said Thongban was sending nude pictures to a teenage girl who took dance lessons with him. The indictment includes new charges involving 2 more juveniles. All the alleged crimes happened between 2021 and 2023. A 37-year-old Sioux Falls man is behind bars this midday, facing a long list of charges. Police say Derek Schwen was driving drunk when he crashed into a school bus on the north side of the city. 3 kids were on the bus, but no one was hurt. Schwen is also accused of crashing into a pickup just a few blocks away. He's expected to be charged with hit and run, reckless driving, along with his 3rd DUI. Sioux Falls police are also investigating a deadly incident involving a train near 6th Street and Weber Avenue. A woman was hit and killed sometime overnight. Police say an employee with Burlington Northern discovered her body around 6:30 this morning. At this point, police are still trying to figure out how and when it happened. The South Dakota Division of Criminal Investigation is investigating an officer-involved shooting that happened yesterday in Del Rapids. According to reports, 1 person was injured in the shooting, and the highway patrol trooper involved in the shooting was not harmed. Reports say DCI is working with local and state law enforcement on the investigation. Pivoting to weather, we have snow falling right now, don't we, Megan?
Yes, we do, Dan. Mainly over the Black Hills. You can see a little bit here on our Terry Peak live camera, and the snow will stay in the hills as we go through the next couple of days. Widespread rain and strong winds for everyone. Right now, 35 degrees at Terry Peak, northeast winds at 9 miles an hour. The fog, the rain, and the snowflakes. We have a winter storm warning posted through tomorrow morning for 6 to 12 inches of that wet, heavy snow, as well as those strong winds. Rapid City is not included in this. Right now, there is that band of widespread rain, mainly staying along I-90 as we head through the afternoon, stretching from Sioux Falls to Pierre and towards Rapid City. Here's a closer look between Madison, Del Rapids, and Sioux Falls. This is producing some lightning. Nothing is severe, not expecting anything severe for today. In south central KELOLAND, a band of heavier rain there just to the north of Valentine also could be producing some lightning. Again, nothing severe. And over the Black Hills, those pinks mean we have a wintry mix, so rain and snowfall are expected for the rest of your afternoon. Here's a closer look at the hills between Lee, Deadwood, Deerfield, and down towards Custer. Right now we have 49 in Mitchell, 43 in Watertown, 53 in Mobridge, and 37 degrees in Custer. We have the strong northeast wind right now at 15 to 25 miles an hour. We could see even higher wind gusts as we go through the rest of the day, with a wind advisory posted for a majority of KELOLAND through tomorrow evening. So for today, with that strong northeast wind, widespread rain and some snow over the Black Hills, 55 in Sioux Falls, 54 in Aberdeen, 50 in Pierre, and 44 in Rapid City. That widespread rain and strong wind will stick around tonight with our lows in the 30s to low 40s. We'll take a closer look at the rest of the system and the rest of your week in just a little bit.
Thank you, Megan. The United Auto Workers Union significantly escalated its walkout against Detroit's 3 automakers by going on strike at the largest and most profitable Ford plant in the world. In a surprise move, 8,700 members left their jobs at Ford's Kentucky truck plant in Louisville yesterday evening. UAW President Shawn Fain says the union has waited long enough to bargain for a fair contract. Ford called the strike expansion, quote, grossly irresponsible, and said it has made strong wage and benefit offers. Israel's military chief of staff spoke out for the first time since Hamas carried out massive terror attack on Saturday, saying the military did not meet the challenge of protecting the country. As Israel continues to pummel Hamas targets in retaliation, the Gaza Health Ministry announced the death toll there has climbed to 1,400. More than 1,000 people in Israel have also been killed, including 25 U.S. citizens. We want to warn you, some of the images in this report are disturbing. Natalie Brand reports from the White House.
Tanks in southern Israel fired at targets in Gaza, part of Israel's retaliation for Saturday's barbaric attacks by Hamas. The terror group fired rockets of its own Thursday into the Israeli city of Sderot. In Gaza, as Israel's relentless air assault continues against Hamas, wounded Palestinian children crowd the hospitals.
They keep saying, leave the Gaza Strip. Where to? They want everything.
Israel says it won't end the Gaza siege, blocking food, fuel, and water from the territory until Israeli hostages are returned. Sharon Lifshitz's elderly parents are among those abducted.
We need your help. We need the world's help to bring those survivors back home now.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken traveled to Israel and met with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today, pledging additional U.S. support and noting the situation is personal for him.
I come before you not only as the United States Secretary of State, but also as a Jew. I understand on a personal level the harrowing echoes that Hamas's massacres carry for Israeli Jews, indeed, for Jews everywhere.
Later at a donation center, he met with survivors of the dance party that Hamas attacked.
We lost a lot of our friends, close friends, and lots of family members.
He embraced the young woman, and a crowd of volunteers showed their appreciation. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
While in the Middle East, Blinken will also meet with King Abdullah of Jordan and Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas in an effort to prevent the conflict from widening. On Capitol Hill in D.C., Louisiana Congressman Steve Scalise is facing a familiar fight trying to gather up votes after winning the nomination to be the next House Speaker. The House will gavel in this afternoon in anticipation of floor action to elect Scalise as Speaker. But skeptical GOP colleagues are reluctant to give their support. It's denying him the majority vote that will be needed to win the gavel. Scalise needs to peel off the more than 100 votes from his chief rival, Representative Jim Jordan. It's entering week 2 after former Speaker Kevin McCarthy was ousted from the job, and the House is essentially unable to function.